85 million cars sold every year across every continent. BMW, Hyundai, two names on roads from Sao Paulo to Warsaw to Seoul to Lagos. One of them hands you a 4-year contract. The other hands you 10. The difference between those numbers, in dollars and repair bills and legal protection, is what this video is about. Documented, sourced, not opinion. The math. BMW sold 2,200,000 vehicles globally in 2024. That is not a niche brand. That is a machine operating at planetary scale with a global sales network in more than 140 countries. In every one of those countries, BMW sells the same thing: a promise of German engineering, driving precision, and the kind of quality that justifies a premium price. The sticker price on a new BMW 3 Series runs between $43,000 and $55,000 depending on trim. The 5 Series starts at $62,000. The X5, the best-selling BMW in the United States in 2024, pushes past $68,000. Across every continent, buyers in Berlin and Buenos Aires and Bangkok are making 6-figure commitments based on that promise. The badge communicates something. The question is whether the documentation supports what the badge communicates. Here is what BMW gives you in writing to back that promise: 4 years or 50,000 miles. That is the bumper-to-bumper warranty. That is also, according to BMW's own published documentation, the powertrain warranty: the engine, the transmission, the drivetrain. 4 years or 50,000 miles. After that, you're on your own. The world's self-described ultimate driving machine stops standing behind what it built at 50,000 miles in 48 months. A driver who covers 15,000 miles per year, the global average, hits that mileage limit in 3 years and 4 months. The warranty expires before the 4th year of ownership is complete. The moment it does, the financial structure of BMW ownership changes completely. RepairPal tracks real repair data from real owners across every major brand sold in the global market. They're finding on BMW. Owners spend 50% more than the industry average on maintenance and repairs once the factory warranty expires. The global industry average annual repair cost runs $652 per year. BMW owners average $968 per year. That is $316 per year more than the industry average, compounding across every year of post-warranty ownership. BMW drivers visit the repair shop twice as often as the average car owner on any continent. They also carry a statistically higher probability of what RepairPal classifies as a severe repair event. Severe means a single bill in the thousands. Severe means the moment the service advisor hands you an estimate, and you have to decide whether fixing it makes financial sense anymore. The transmission is where that decision usually happens. The ZF 8-speed automatic transmission fitted to most BMW models is a sophisticated piece of engineering. It is also, outside of warranty, a sophisticated source of expense. A BMW transmission failure, outside of warranty, which begins happening after 50,000 miles, costs between $4,000 and $10,000 depending on whether the shop is rebuilding the existing unit or installing a replacement. The cooling system on the B58 inline-6 engine develops documented cracks in the expansion tank. The valve cover gasket on the N52 and N54 engines weeps oil at mileages the warranty has long since cleared. The electric water pump on the N54, unlike a mechanical pump, which gives physical warning signs before failure, fails without warning, without the gradual degradation that allows the driver to anticipate it. The engine overheats. The damage is already done. These are not isolated complaints from one angry owner on a form in one country. These are the documented failure patterns RepairPal identified across the full ownership population, across continents, across model years. J.D. Power runs a vehicle dependability study every year, surveying owners about problems encountered after 3 years of ownership. In their 2024 edition, BMW's recorded 190 problems per 100 cars. That number means that, on a statistical basis, nearly 2 out of every 10 BMW owners will experience a documented problem inside the first 3 years, which is, not coincidentally, exactly the period covered by BMW's included free maintenance program. The moment that maintenance program ends at 36,000 miles, the warranty on the powertrain has already entered its final year of coverage. The two programs, free maintenance and factory warranty, are designed to expire together. The financial exposure starts immediately after both end simultaneously. If you want to extend that protection, BMW will sell it to you. The BMW Extended Service Contract, what they call the Platinum Plan, runs up to 7 years or 100,000 miles from the vehicle's original in-service date. Consumer Affairs documented price quotes averaging $5,500. That is approximately double the industry average for a manufacturer-provided extended warranty. The critical detail buried in the contract terms: That 7-year plan adds only 3 years of additional coverage to your existing 4-year factory warranty. You're spending $5,500 for 36 additional months of protection. And that extended warranty is only valid at authorized BMW dealerships. Independent mechanics, who charge 40 to 60% less for identical labor on the same repair, cannot honor it. The warranty that costs double the industry average also restricts where you can use it. BMW ranked 30th out of 32 car brands in RepairPal's reliability rankings. 30th out of 32. The brand charging $68,000 for a midsize SUV sits in the second to last tier for reliability and maintenance cost on the only ranking system that uses actual repair invoice data rather than owner satisfaction surveys. The badge carries a premium. The post-warranty engineering record behind the badge does not justify the premium on any database that measures what actually breaks and what it costs to fix it. This is the mechanism the pricing structure relies on, and it is worth naming it clearly. BMW's free maintenance program runs 3 years or 36,000 miles. The factory warranty runs 4 years or 50,000 miles. The lease term at most BMW dealerships globally runs 2 to 3 years. The ownership model is designed around a cycle where the car returns to the lot before the expensive phase of ownership begins. The dealer gets a certified pre-owned vehicle. The next buyer, the person who purchased the lease return at 48 or 60 months, is now the owner responsible for everything the lease structure was deliberately engineered to avoid. BMW's warranty architecture is not designed for someone who intends to own the car for 10 years. It is designed for someone who gives it back before the expensive part starts. In 1998, with sales at their lowest point in the brand's American history, 91,217 vehicles sold that calendar year, Hyundai made a decision that no other automaker in the global market was willing to make. On September 23, 1998, Hyundai Motor America announced what it called the best warranty in the automotive business. 5 years and 60,000 miles, bumper to bumper, 10 years and 100,000 miles, powertrain. Every component in the engine, the transmission, the transaxle, the drive shaft, the differential, covered for a decade, with no deductible on the original factory portion of the coverage on every new Hyundai sold to a retail customer, at no additional cost. BMW's powertrain warranty at that same moment covered 4 years or 50,000 miles. 26 years later, BMW's powertrain warranty still covers 4 years or 50,000 miles. The number has not moved. The Hyundai number, 10 years, 100,000 miles, has also not moved because it was already at the industry ceiling. The gap between them has been locked in for more than a quarter of a century. BMW has had 26 years to close it. They have not moved by a single day or a single mile. The financial consequence of that gap is arithmetic. A driver who buys a BMW today and keeps it for 10 years carries a 6-year window, from year 4 to year 10, in which every mechanical failure in the engine and transmission comes entirely out of their own pocket, with no factory recourse. A driver who buys a Hyundai today and keeps it for the same 10 years carries a 6-year window in which the powertrain, the engine, the transmission, every component responsible for moving the vehicle, remains under active factory coverage with zero deductible for the original owner. Same decade, same roads from Sao Paulo to Warsaw to Nairobi, completely different financial exposure. 6 years of documented BMW repair cost averaging $968 per year is $5,808 before a single major failure. The transmission, the cooling system, the electrical faults, JD, power documented at 190 per 100 cars. Any one of those adds $4,000 to $10,000 on top of that baseline. The Hyundai owner's powertrain exposure in those same 6 years is zero. The contract says so. Hyundai sold 4,141,791 vehicles globally in 2024 across North America, South America, Europe, India, and Southeast Asia, in markets where Hyundai competes directly with BMW for the same buyer's money. The company that was selling 91,000 units in the United States in 1998, the company that needed a warranty to convince a skeptical global market it was serious about quality, is now the third largest automaker on the planet by sales volume, behind only Toyota and Volkswagen. If the 10-year warranty had been a bluff, the claims would have been financially catastrophic. The brand would not have survived them. They did not destroy it. The reliability data explains why. RepairPal ranks Hyundai 4th out of 32 brands for overall reliability. 4th, BMW sits at 30th on the same list. That is a gap of 26 positions on the same ranking system, using the same repair invoice data from the same independent shops across the same global ownership population. The brand offering 10 years of powertrain coverage is the more reliable brand by a margin of 26 positions. The brand offering 4 years of powertrain coverage is ranked near the bottom. The warranty length is not compensating for a reliability deficit. The warranty length reflects the reliability record. The 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper coverage Hyundai provides to every original owner is longer than the bumper-to-bumper protection offered by BMW, Toyota, Honda, and Ford, all of them simultaneously. Toyota and Ford stop at 3 years or 36,000 miles. BMW stops at 4 years or 50,000 miles. Hyundai runs to 5 years or 60,000 miles. Then the powertrain coverage continues for another 5 years beyond that. When a Hyundai owner's bumper-to-bumper coverage expires at 60,000 miles, that owner still has 40,000 miles of powertrain protection remaining. When a BMW owner's powertrain expires at 50,000 miles, the bumper-to-bumper has already been gone for 12 months. The Hyundai owner exiting bumper-to-bumper coverage still has more remaining powertrain protection than the BMW owner received from the start. If what this channel documents on automotive ownership costs matters to you, subscribe now. Drop your country in the comments. The ownership cost differential between these two brands plays out the same way, whether you are registering the car in Rio de Janeiro, Berlin, Warsaw, or Los Angeles. The math does not change by latitude. The Hyundai Ioniq 5 and Ioniq 6, fully electric vehicles competing directly against the BMW i4 and iX in markets across 3 continents, carry the same 10-year, 100,000-mile coverage extended to the battery pack and electric drive components. The federal government of the United States mandates a minimum of 8 years or 100,000 miles of battery warranty coverage for all electric vehicles sold in that market. BMW meets that government-mandated floor on the i4 and iX. Hyundai exceeds it, 10 years, 100,000 miles. With a documented capacity guarantee, the battery must retain at least 70% of its original capacity within that period. If it degrades below 70% inside 10 years, Hyundai replaces it under warranty at no cost to the original owner. BMW does not include a capacity guarantee in its electric vehicle battery coverage. A buyer spending $55,000 on an electric vehicle is making a decade-long commitment to a chemistry that degrades over time. One manufacturer puts a floor on that degradation in writing. The other meets the government minimum and stops. The average BMW owner in Germany, the United Kingdom, the United States, Brazil, and Poland spends $968 per year in documented repair costs after the factory warranty expires. Keep the car from year 4 to year 10. 6 years of post-warranty ownership. 6 years at the documented average produces $5,808 in baseline repair costs before a single major failure occurs. The transmission. The cooling system. The electrical system producing 190 documented problems per 100 vehicles in J.D. Power's 2024 study. Any single one of those events adds $4,000 to $10,000 to that baseline. The full expected cost of BMW ownership from year 4 onward does not appear in the brochure printed in Munich or the marketing campaign that runs in 140 countries. It appears in the repair invoices. The depreciation curve confirms the same thing the repair data does. A BMW 3 Series loses approximately 50% of its original value within 4 years, precisely the window the warranty covers. The moment the warranty expires, the resale value has already absorbed the bulk of its decline. The owner who financed a $60,000 vehicle at 4 years is holding a car worth $30,000 with zero remaining factory protection and a documented 50% premium on annual repair costs. The math of premium brand ownership is designed to look attractive inside the warranty window and become expensive the moment the window closes. The buyer who understands this is not buying differently, they are financing differently. They are keeping the car longer. They are choosing a warranty that does not expire before the car does. Every independent mechanic who works on both brands in São Paulo and Warsaw and Berlin and Los Angeles reaches the same conclusion through the same mechanism. The work comes in, the invoice goes out, and the brand that sends the most post-warranty major repairs through the lift is the brand whose owners are paying to make up for the warranty that ended 6 years before the car stopped being useful. Mechanics do not choose by advertisement. They choose by what they see fail, what they see last, and what they put their own families inside. The RepairPal data is not a survey of satisfaction. It is the cumulative record of what mechanics actually fixed and what it actually cost. 30th out of 32 is not a bad year. It is a structural position. The global automotive market represents over $300 billion in annual repair and maintenance spending. That spending is not distributed evenly across brands. It concentrates in the brands whose warranty structures end earliest and whose post-warranty repair costs run highest. The brands with the shortest warranties and the highest post-warranty costs are not failing to anticipate this. They are pricing for it. The buyer who understands this does not punish the brand. They simply account for the real cost of ownership instead of the advertised one. 4 years, 50,000 miles. Then the real price of the badge begins. Hyundai introduced the 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty in 1998 as a statement of intent from a brand that had nearly destroyed itself with unreliable products and needed the market to take its engineering seriously. 26 years later, the brand sells 4 million vehicles per year, ranks 4th globally on RepairPal's reliability index, and still provides the same warranty coverage it announced to a skeptical market when it was moving 91,000 cars a year. BMW, across those same 26 years, has not extended its powertrain warranty by a single day, a single mile, or a single dollar of additional coverage. The smart drivers in every country this video reaches already knew the gap. They have known it for 26 years. Now you have the receipts.